Today is Wednesday, March 4th, 2026. Another day in the sim, and man, it's a really solid green day. Finally, some momentum in the market. Holy smokes. We had, I think, 3 or 4 tickers go up over 100% in our active trading window today. Really awesome, man. I'm super excited with how the market looked this morning and how well I did on it. I ended up quitting pretty early. I was on just before 6, like always, and I got off at about 7:15. Um, I might have gotten off a little early. Uh, that being said, that's fine. With my last trade coming right around 7:15, that put me at 14 total trades. 12 of them were winners, so 86% accuracy. Heck yeah! And I averaged a 23-cent winner. My 2 losers, I had a 9-cent and an 18-cent loser. So nothing major there. And the tickers CANF. It started off around just after 6 a.m. kind of bumping up. It went from the $6 range all the way up to like 13 or 14. And I kind of traded it through that range. I was very hesitant because the spreads were really big on this ticker. And it kind of fizzled off after it hit about, I think it kind of topped off in like the $14, $15 range. And then it started kind of backsiding. And with the spreads being so big, I didn't want to trade anything on the backside. So I went, um, when I was done with that ticker, I was at $1.41 worth of profit ratio. I finished the day at 249 worth of profit ratio. So 2.5 times my daily goal. Heck yes, man. And this today puts me for the week above my survival goal, even including my red day yesterday. So as long as I don't have any major blowups these next couple days, I'll be sitting above that survival goal for me. So man, what an awesome day. And then I took my last trade on CANF at 6:39. I took 12 trades on it, and I went 11 of 12 on it. I took 2 trades on JZXN. I had an 18-cent loser and a 7-cent winner, and I'm not going to trade that ticker anymore. It pops up once a week. It's this damn Chinese stock. It does a big pump and dump once a week. It gets me excited. I start chasing it. That's exactly what happened here. Chasing the move, and I lost out on it. And then it just round trips. It does it like once a week. I don't even want to hear that damn ticker on the scanner again. I know I'm going to once a week, but I'm done with it. Anyway, that being said, just after 7 a.m., VSIG took off, VCIG, and it took off and it was ripping and roaring. And I only took 2 trades on it, and I had a 33-cent winner and a 75-cent winner. And I just let it go. The spreads were even bigger on it than they were on CANF. Yesterday, I got my ass kicked by big spreads, and this one was spread out sometimes around $1 or so. My last trade came right at like 7:14, I think it was, as it was breaking through the $16 mark. And after that, it kind of went sideways for a few minutes, and I shut my trading software off, and I walked outside, got some fresh air. I was outside for maybe 10 or 15 minutes, and when I came back in, it had already went all the way up to like 23 or 24 bucks. And then I started watching it again. I knew I wasn't going to really trade it, or I was telling myself not to trade it just because it's getting expensive, and those spreads are still gapped out. I even put on my report card here on my last trade on CANF. I said mind the gap. And then as I'm looking here, my last trade on VSIG, I said mind the gap. It's just getting chewed up. You have to really time it perfectly, and not just when you buy or sell, but where the ask and the bid are at the same time. So that being said, I didn't trade any further. Sitting at 249 with a profit ratio at 86% accuracy, with my average winner being at almost a quarter. I mean, what else can I say? That's an awesome day for me. The chance of getting into some shitty scenario, plus the spread being so big on these tickers, I just kind of kept my hands clean of it. I was tempted to trade it because when I came back inside and it was at like 23 or 24 bucks, then a few minutes later it shot up to like 33, and it was just very clean moving when it was moving. But if you got caught in a sideways motion there, you were going to get chewed up by the spread. So you really had to time the bounces just right. And with already being patient enough to wait for these couple of trades that I took on it, I didn't want to mess it up and give back a whole bunch of profit, because it would have turned into a dollar loser or something crazy. You know, it wouldn't just be, oh, I lost 9 cents. I would have been, I lost 90 cents. So I just kept my hands off it. I mean, I remember watching scenarios where it would be, at $23, for example, and on the chart the market price is like 23.80. Well, if you're buying on the ask, it's already at 24.15, and the bid to sell is at like 23.50. So it's going to go from 23.80 up to 24.20. But by the time it gets to 24.20, the bid's just going to be at 23.90 or 23.95, or it might even be at 24. And then it's going to come back down, even though the market price is at 24.20. The chart's going to drop back down, and then you're going to be stuck selling at 11.80 or 11.70 again. So you would have had to time that ask just right for when it got below 24. If you could click it when it said 23.90 or 23.95, then you got lucky. If you missed it, then you got in at 24.20. And the best you're going to do is when it hits 24.20 on the market, the ask is still going to be at 23.90. You know what I'm saying? So I was just staying away from it. The spreads were too big for the type of trading I like to do. I got a couple good trades in on it. Freaking nailed it. Same thing with CANF. Several good trades on it. And man, just an awesome Wednesday. I'm excited. I did another thing that I learned today. I feel like I caught on to something. I started comparing the level 2s that I'm getting from Webull versus, I can still get on my CMEG account. I can't trade on it, but I can see the level 2, and the spreads are different. The spreads are definitely different. I don't know if that's because CMEG is direct to market and Webull's the free commission, so they use the different style of order placement. I'm guessing that's why. I also don't know if maybe because I'm trading in their paper trader on Webull, maybe the level 2 doesn't keep up quite as strong or something along those lines. I don't know. But that's what I was fearing today. And I feared it yesterday, and I went against myself yesterday, and it bit me. Today, I really paid very close attention to it and nailed it. It still ended up working, but it would have been a lot easier had the spreads not been so big. That's one of the hard parts about it all. So anyway, that being said, awesome Wednesday. 249 on the day. That's freaking awesome, man. That's one of my better days in a long time, and that's just a really good day, no matter what for me, with 86% accuracy. Heck yeah, that's an awesome Wednesday. Hopefully we have some strong momentum on a Thursday also. All right.